Having a paid workshop based on your book is an amazing way to position yourself to offer higher price programs and services, such as online courses or coaching programs. It is also a great way for people to experience you as a trainer or a coach. But how do you go from a book to a workshop? Well, stay tuned as I share with you 7 powerful tips for creating a profitable workshop. Hey, I'm Vanessa Collins. I am a publishing coach and certified digital marketing strategist, and I teach people how to print money using their knowledge. Now, if you have written a book, you have already started the process, loaded the printer, so to speak, to print money from your knowledge. Now, you can print some nice 10s and 20s from your book. However, if you want to print larger denominations, you need to offer higher priced products or services, such as online courses or coaching programs. But how do you start attracting people who will invest in your higher priced programs, especially if you're just starting out? Well, workshops might be the answer you're looking for. So make sure you stay tuned to the end because I have a very special gift that will make planning your workshop a breeze. Workshops help you reach your target audience and provide a way for your audience to experience you as a teacher, trainer, or coach. Now, not only do workshops allow you to impact your audience in a deeper way, but they also provide a stream of income that goes beyond the book and introduces your target audience to other products and services you provide. Now, before we start, let's define what I mean when I say workshop. Now, workshops can last anywhere from 60 minutes to about 3 or 4 hours. Now, this is where you take a concept from your book and you do a deep dive. It can be live or virtual. Now, I love virtual because it expands your audience and it is easy to record and repackage the content and put it in your online store. You can probably create a workshop from every chapter of your book. Now, prices for workshops range anywhere from about $25 up to $397. And you may use the word masterclass. That could be used for workshop, masterclass, boot camp. Any of those terms you may use synonymously with workshop. You want to make sure that you are giving value. This is not fluff. Now, when I say workshop, I am not saying webinar. Now, I love webinars, but those are free trainings that are used to primarily sell a product at the end. You need to have webinars in your sales funnels, but that is not what we're talking about here. There is a difference between a free webinar and a paid workshop. Typically, in a webinar for a given topic, you're going to share what your message is about the topic, the problem people face when it comes to that topic, and what they need to do to solve the problem. Now, in a paid workshop or masterclass, you're going to cover those same 3 elements as well as how to solve those problems. So let's cover 6 tips for creating powerful workshops. Now, make sure you stay to the end because I have a very special gift for you. Tip number 1, understand your target audience as you structure your workshop. Now, if your target audience works a 9 to 5, then having a workshop from 10 a.m. to noon may not be the best time. However, if your target audience are stay at home moms, then 10 a.m. to 12 noon could be a perfect time. Now, if your audience is wide and it includes multiple groups, then you want to make sure you include the fact that your workshop will be recorded and that those who register and pay will receive the recordings and handout. Tip number 2, don't be afraid to set a price. Again, this is not a free webinar. This is a paid workshop where you will be delivering real content, not fluff. As we said before, workshops range anywhere between $25 to $397. Now, if you're just starting out, you may want to price your workshops somewhere between $25 and $59. And then the more experience you have, the more people who start signing up for your workshops, you can then raise the price to $69 or higher. This is just a guide. It really depends on your content and what the going rate is for that type of workshop for that particular topic. Do your homework. And of course, you can take those replays and handouts and put them in your online store. Tip number 3, offer an early bird discount to get people moving. People love to wait till the last minute to register, so you must give them some incentive to take action. So, for instance, let's say your workshop starts in 2 weeks and is priced at $49. You can offer an early bird ticket for $25 for people who purchase in the next 3 days. Tip number 4, get your technology in place. Zoom is an excellent platform for workshops. Now, you'll also need a place for your videos to live after you record them. You will need to use a service such as iPlayer HD or Wistia to house those videos. Avoid using free platforms such as YouTube. Free platforms can limit your access at any time. And also with YouTube, you don't really have a lot of control over the advertising that's placed on your videos. You will also need a landing page, an email marketing system known as a CRM, and of course, a payment system. You need to have a business PayPal account in place. Now, if you want to use Stripe, you will need to use a shopping cart system along with it. Number 5, one of the biggest elements you will use to market your workshop is the name. So make sure you spend some time deciding the name. Consider that when you're naming your workshop, consider using some of these elements. Speak to your target audience, the main problem or pain point, their desired state, or the problem. Now, avoid coming up with fancy names that people don't understand. Your name doesn't have to include all of these elements, but it should include some. Now, although this is important, I don't want you to get stuck here. Come up with a good name and keep it moving. You won't know it's a good name until you put it out there and see the response that you get from your target audience. Now, here's some of the names that I have used. How to multiply business revenue using online challenges. Speak your next bestseller. Facebook ads for beginners. Copywriting for landing pages. Digital Mastery 101, a 2-day business boot camp. Now, as you can see from these titles, sometimes I included the target audience, sometimes I included the pain point, but all of these titles are very clear. You know exactly what these workshops are about. Tip number 6, understand where this workshop fits in your sales funnel. Now, this will determine your content and your call to action. If the workshop is an introduction to a higher level offer, then make sure that it leads to that offer. So, for instance, if you have a health and wellness coaching program that includes elements like exercise, nutrition, or rest, you could do a workshop on one of these elements and then introduce your coaching program at the end. Now, you can also do the workshop as a standalone event where there is nothing to offer at the end. So, let's say you would like to create a health and wellness online course or coaching program, but you haven't been able to get it together. Doing a workshop on each of the elements that you would like to include in the program can help you get the content together for that program and move you from procrastination to productivity. Tip number 7, be consistent. Don't give up. So, what should you do if no one registers for your workshop? Go ahead and do the workshop, even if there's no one in the virtual room. You can take those replays and put them in your online store. Also, understand that people are watching. You would be amazed at the number of people who notice your social media. When you offer things, they may not respond right away. But the more you do workshops, the more you establish yourself as an expert in that area. I have received so many referrals from people who I didn't even think were looking at my stuff. They've never signed up, they've never responded, but when they've run across someone who needed something I offered, they would refer them to me because they saw that I did workshops on that subject. Now, how often should you be doing workshops? I tell my clients who are just starting out, you should be doing a workshop every other month. Now, if you are an established author who is serious about creating products and services from your book, I suggest you do a workshop every month. Yes, I said it, every month. Now, to help you plan and create your workshop, I am giving you my digital workshop planner and checklist. In it, I share how to structure and monetize your workshops, tips for using the right tools and technology to create an engaging event. It also includes a comprehensive checklist that will take you through pre launch, launch, and post launch activities for a successful workshop. All you have to do is go to digitalmasteryacademy.com /workshop planner. Again, that is digitalmasteryacademy.com /workshop planner. The link is also in the description and show notes. Now that you have your workshop, don't stop there. There are coaching programs, workbooks, and other digital products just waiting to emerge from your book. Now, if you haven't done so already, make sure you watch the video Beyond the Book, the 6 virtual products every author needs to build their digital dynasty.